right? Really, really sad story there. But of course, let's come back here to Nigeria. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, says the only way Iyorchia Ayu can be removed as chairman of the party is when the PDP constitution is amended. Abubakar spoke on Wednesday in Ibadan, the Oyo state capital, during a meeting with party stakeholders.
Now, there have been calls, including from Iyorchia, Rivers governor, for Ayu to step down from his position on the grounds that the PDP presidential candidate and national chairman cannot be from the same zone. On Wednesday, Seyi Makinde, Oyo state governor, had also said the PDP chairman must resign. Responding, Atiku Abubakar said such a decision cannot be taken without considering the legal implications. He said, and I quote, "The People's Democratic Party is the oldest political party in Nigeria since the return of democracy, and even before then, it is a party that has laid down rules and regulations. I have been a member of the party since when it was formed, and I am still a member of the party up to the point of what it has grown to become. There is nothing any individual can do to change the outlook of the National Working Committee of the PDP. The PDP is a party where there are laid down rules and regulations. What Governor Makinde is asking for is possible only when we have amended our party's constitution. As things stand today, no single individual has the power to tamper with the NWC of the party. Doing so will be illegal, and it will be against our rules in the party. Nigerians will not trust us to govern by the tenets of rule of law if we take such arbitrary action against our own party." Now, these are some of the statements made by the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. Now, if we backtrack, we know that there have been several calls for the resignation of Iyorchia Ayu.
You know why this cracks me up? Because they have the same argument. Listen, so he's saying that if Iyorchia Ayu is taken out, that, it will show that they are not working with the rules of the party and Nigerians will not trust them. But Nyesom Wike is saying the same thing, that if Iyorchia Ayu stays, it means that the PDP does not respect, or the party itself doesn't respect the rules of, its constitution and rules, the promises, that they make to each other. And, that how can a party promise to, what was the statement? How can a party promise to restructure when it can't even restructure itself? So they have pretty much the same argument, and it's important to know who is using this argument as, backing for, whatever they're trying to achieve.
I mean, Iyorchia, you cannot even be bothered. According to reports we have, as of yesterday, he was in Europe. We know that Iyorchia Ayu, there are several teams, several people on different camps of divide. I watched a clip where Nyesom Wike did say that he's angered. A lot of people think that, he said that a lot of people are saying Nyesom Wike is making trouble, that he's not a man of trouble, he's a man of peace. And that people think that he's offended by what's happened at the presidential primaries and he's making all of this trouble because of the presidential primaries. But no, he said that party primaries have come and gone. It's over, we've moved on from that. But he's basically pushing for what is right and what should, what is the right thing that should be done. Now, some of the questions people have asked is, how can a party that is not united within itself promise to unite the government, unite the country, when you're not united within yourself? You're promising to restructure the country, you haven't restructured yourself. But,
the point about Iyorchia Ayu not being bothered also might be a little scary for people who, PDP supporters. And this is why. So initially when the primaries, started, there was also the conversations about, how it ended with, Atiku Abubakar, and, that wasn't, unfortunately, we don't have time, because this is a long statement,
very long.
But we don't have time. But we're going to discuss this, further sometime this week.